All right. Good. We are live. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Dr. Antonio Arnold, aka Beast Mode here. I just have to chime on Facebook real quick to talk about the most amazing books that my wife and I created. I'm going to show you my wife's books first. Now, she already written up one book in reference to this about integrated. This is Certified Integrated Nutrition Health Coach Second Edition. It got so much more. I like it. It's a great book. You should get your hands on it. My wife got some insight on there that I was just reading that's totally blown me away. I'm going to put her link on here. It's a very long link from Amazon. Let's see, copy that, and I'll put it right here. It's a good read, to be honest with you. It's a very good read, and you should take a look at it. You owe it to yourself, take a look at this book right here. Very good read, but I'm gonna, and then my book, it's all about mindset. I'm here to tell you, my wife and I think alike. I tell you, we both think alike. I'm just blown away. And of course, I helped her publish it. But her mindset is what got me. Because it still falls onto what I'm talking about, too. I tell you, we're definitely meant to be together. I was just reading one of her concepts about the life cycle. And it's on page 9, so I encourage you to get the book. Get the book. Just get the book. Get the book. Get the book. Anyway, all jokes aside, I'm just going to share my link as well so you can see it. My wife and I published quite a few books, over 17 books altogether, but that still doesn't include the paperback. It does not include the e-books and the Kindle books too. So we've done a lot. Been up and back and forth. Lost a lot of sleep. But if you want something, you read my book, you understand why our mindset's the way it is. But I'm here to tell you, this is a good book. And I'm just looking at this about the circle of life. My wife is so smart and refer to the circle of life as a primary food relationship. The end circle of life is a unique tool for everyone, which includes 12 primary food relationships, creativity, finance. See, that's that word finance. That's that mindset. Careers, education, health, physical education, home cooking, environmental relationship, environmental, it's everything. Relationship, social life, joy, and spirituality. Got to have all that together. Got to have all that together for your circle of life can be complete, I believe, in my opinion. And she talked about creativity. What is your creativity? And she talks about that quite a bit. I'm not going to, put her book out so much, but creativity, just for her to hit creativity, every young person should be reading this book. If you have any aspiration in life for anything better in life, you need to read this book. I'm here to tell you. I'm just blown away. And she just, finances. Number 2, finances. She got creativity, finance, career, education, and health. I'm just going to hit the points, okay? Creativity. What is your creativity? Art, creative ideas, problem solving, communicating with others, cooking, writing, stories, or a book. I mean, what do you want to create in your life? What kind of creativity do you have? Do you have anything that is creative in here? I remember watching a video with one of my frat brothers, Steve Harvey, has came up with a great video talking about don't let your gift go. I mean, about your gifts. And these gifts that God gave you, and if you don't utilize those gifts are buried in the grave, okay? And only you know what kind of gift you have. And his whole point is use those gifts that God gave you so you can what? Soar. Do something with it. Do something with your gift. Don't let your gift die in the graveyard with you. That's basically my point of view. But my wife is on the cutting edge on this book, and she definitely poured her heart in, and she covered some points. I'm going to get back into it. Finance. Do not let income determine your worth. Many of you working different jobs, $20 an hour, $15 an hour, $30 an hour, $40 an hour. Do not let your income determine your worth. Your worth could be millions. Your worth could be billions. I have a billionaire mindset. My wife has a billionaire mindset. We may not show that we are a billionaire now, but eventually we may get there. Who knows? If it's God's will, it will come to pass. However, we're working towards that direction. Just like you want an A+, you may get a C, or you may get a B+. If you pour forth the best effort in your life, put your best effort forward. So I like that. Do not let what you have in your bank account play a role in how you view yourself. Can I get a witness? I love this. Have you heard of the 50-30-20 rule? I'm going to stop right there. I ain't going to spend too much beat, but she give you good advice about the 50, 30, and 20 rules and how you budget your money and how important that you keep an eye on your account. Take a budget sheet. Take, as basic accounting. I don't know if public schools are teaching it now, but they need to really bone up on that and teach children basic financing on general finance, so that you can, have the discipline how to utilize your money wisely. How much you need to spend on expenses. How much you need to spend on entertainment and travel. How much you need to spend on saving. I mean, put down how much percentage of your income you need to put towards those directions. Sometimes you don't have enough. Maybe you don't have enough income. You got more debt. However, I'm telling you guys, the book is awesome. Awesome. I didn't know my wife was that gifted. She's gifted. I didn't know she was that gifted. But she really blew my mind out of the park. You just pick up your wife's book. You typed it. You typed it. You proofread it. You help proofread it, and you get it published. You didn't really pay attention as you were reading because you were trying to get things done. But when you read the content, it's truly amazing. She even talks about how to give you advice on careers. If you have not already found a fulfilling career, it's never too late to do so. That's good. I'm going to stop right there. That's another paragraph you can read further as you obtain the book. That's awesome. Education. In order to find rewarding career opportunity, you may have to take up some educational courses. I'm telling you, my wife had done, and I have done it. I mean, we both graduated from Virginia State University. We both graduated from Liberty University. We both earned our masters from there. We both got our bachelors from there. We both attended school at University of Phoenix. We both together on Fort Lee taking classes at St. Leo's College. Okay, St. Leo. So then you got we registered for different courses as part of our professional development courses. Post retirement, after retirement, some of the things we continue to do after retirement because we want to better ourselves. I mean, I can type maybe 50 to 100 words a minute now because that's all I do. I practice. You don't know how good what you can do until you try. And education is a very important part. I mean, it's great you graduated from high school, but get some skills, brothers and sisters. Young brothers and sisters, get some skills. Old brothers and sisters, get some skills. Always you want to be competitive in in our market. You may even need those skills to start a business. You may have a skill that you can create something that can solve a problem and become a multi-billionaire. Straight up, you need the skills. Everybody needs skills. Okay, not just arithmetic and science, and writing and reading. You still need skills post-high school. I mean, I went to school for plumbing through the Air Force. Became a water purification specialist within the Air Force. Learned some things about operations a little further in the Army. Took courses that'll help me become a better chaplain in the Army chaplaincy. And I was able to apply that in ministry. And I was able to apply that also as a hospital chaplain at Southside Regional. You always be open to improve yourself and to gain knowledge and understanding and skills that's going to help you down the road. And I like that. My wife and I are living proof of that. I mean, I even went back to school, got accepted at Cornell University, and that's not no easy task there, okay? And was able to graduate with a certification, professional certification in blockchain essentials. So I know something about how blockchain work, how Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that stuff work. I also have an understanding, have a certification in digital marketing as well as artificial intelligence, how that thing works, and how to use those tools and where you go to access those tools. And that's why you see me boom, boom, boom. I'm not really doing it myself. The machine's doing it. All I did was program, set it up, and let it roll for a whole year. So other than me doing some videos or maybe some things I may plug in just out of creativity. But I'm telling you, in education, skills make the difference, okay? Makes a big difference. So I encourage you, creativity, watch your finance, careers, choose a career. It's never too late to choose a career that you will enjoy, okay? And that is fulfilling. Education, very big, important part, okay? That's the only way you can expand those opportunities. And if you don't have skills or some type of education beyond, it's kind of tough out there to compete. People looking for people who are innovators, who are skilled, and who are go-getters. If you don't invest in yourself, then you just moving along like a cow in the pasture. Instead of being that cheetah that's going after that cow at full speed. Okay? You want to be like that rhino that's going to get it done. Health, you want to take care of your health. That's the last thing you have here. Health, you want to take care of yourself. Regular checkup, blood pressure, of course, blood work. Healthy meals as much as possible. And she's big on about healthy meal because she always prep and prepare a meal for each day or sometimes for the whole week. And it's all healthy eating. You want to know what kind of food we're eating? Get her book. Get her book. She got some beautiful recipes in here too. But I can keep going. Physical activities, home cooking, environmental relationships, keep social life. Social life is also important. It can be complicated. Joy, being intentionally about bringing joy into your life. All right. Be spontaneous. I know I'm spontaneous all the time. Have a night out of town or enjoy having fun at home. And I do. And sometimes we do go out of town. And sometimes we just say, let's get out of here. So, but you want to be you want your finance to be in order so you can do that. You want to say, hey, I want to go to Myrtle Beach. Or I want to go to Cancun. I want to go to Dubai. Or I want to go up to Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. and go to one of those Smithsonian museums, or go to the Battlefield Park, or you want to go for a walk through the park. All that stuff costs money, so it all goes back to finance, or something, just hang around the house, beautify your property and enjoy it. That's what I do. I would try to make my home as much as a luxurious resort as possible, and my landscaping as beautiful as a resort as well. Spirituality, what's look like, let's see, what she said here is what looks like to spirituality to you may be something different to someone else. Find your spirituality practice. My spirituality being first thing in the morning at 6 a.m., which she does, and I do too, when I go to my quiet room and meditate for 20 minutes with my God Jehovah, okay? Your spirituality can be anything. Our spirituality is Jehovah God, okay? Through his son, Jesus Christ. So there you have it. I mean, I'm just going, like I said, I just want to touch on that just a little bit, guys. And the recipes, and I mean, she talked about dark leafy greens, that's good for you. She talked about protein, functional protein. She goes into the details. So it's always good to get a kind of book that's going to educate you on the food that are very good for the body, okay? You want to eat foods that's good for the body. Incomplete proteins, okay? These are the incomplete proteins. And she got it all broken down. Traditional versus industrial fats. What's the difference between them two? about carbohydrates. She talks about that. Fermented vegetable recipes. You got that. And my favorite, she got Caribbean style sweet potatoes. I love that. I had that. Baked sweet potato wedges. Delicious. Asian. And this chilled Asian noodle salad is all out of this world. I'm telling you. The recipe in this book is out of this world. Guys, you need to get your hands on this book. It gives you advice, and it's also a cookbook. It got a full menu for, you know, the way you can get your protein, you get your meat, you get your fish, you get your chicken, how to prepare it. It has instructions, guys. I mean, this book is amazing. So yes, honey, I'm promoting your book. And it's delicious. I mean, the recipe, I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to get too close, but it's pictures worth 1,000 words. And it's in color. It's in color, guys. It is in color. I mean, some people got drawings. We got pictures, and I took some pictures too. I got one with pictures in here. You know, it's right here, and I'm going to add to it because as we prepare meals and we measure and stuff like that, we're going to make improvements. So, and I'm going to take photographs. You know, if you go to Sheila's cooking page, let me see here. I can pull it up over here. Let's see. Cooking by Sheila. Let's see. I just posted some of this delicious wrap that she made for me using hamburger, and it's like taco. It's like a taco salad, taco and salad, and it was very good. I really enjoyed it. It's not heavy. It was just right, and let's see if I can. I can post it here. I'm trying to find it first. I got so many groups pages. It's crazy. Here it is. Cooking by Sheila. So I'm going to share that to the group. There you go. Cooking by Sheila. Her Facebook page. She has one on TikTok, a page on TikTok too. But if you want to see what she's cooking from time to time, sometimes I might be too tired to take pictures and put it on Facebook, and sometimes I have energy. But if you want to see what she's cooking from time to time, check her page out. It's awesome. Her page is awesome. And guys, Cooking by Sheila is a very good interactive social media part of our social media platform. But this book, and there's another book that you should get your hands on. You know, if you want, this one's more detailed, but if you want something a little less, she do have one that's cheaper, that is just as good. And it talks about how she got started with Integrated, when she was an integrated student to integrated health coach. But this one right here talks about certified integrated nutrition health coach, which is basically a second edition of the first book, which is a lot more information. You definitely want to get your hands on that. Now, this book right here, Entrepreneur Personal Brand Crafting, magnetic presence in the marketplace. And I'm a firm believer in being promoting a magnetic presence in the marketplace. I've been in business. I have worked for companies, startup companies. I started my own company. Been in business for a long time. You know, business, served in the military, been in ministry, had my own ministry, you know, done chaplaincy, done a lot. And you can see I'm a firm believer in education right here. Done a little bit of thing. The only thing I don't have here is my jump wings and my Air Force. It's not here. Okay, serving in the Air Force too. So, hey, I'm a firm believer in learning. You know, and see, in my book, we could talk about the foundation of personal branding. Everybody who ever started a business, I don't care, no matter what it is, you have to create a brand for yourself. You technically are the brand. Your product is the brand. So it's all, but you always want to focus on branding yourself. And this book, we talk about branding. Now look at this picture right here. Isn't this guy great? That's me. Anyway, but yeah, and here's a picture. Speaking of branding, see this newspaper article right here? That was from the Richmond Times when I first opened my store in Petersburg. And one of the part of the thing about branding yourself is marketing and advertising. And I've done a lot of that since we first got started in 1989, 90. We're doing it out of our home, and not 88, 98, 99. It was 99. I'm sorry. 99, 98, 99. 89 was at Fort Benning. But yeah, you talk about next leveraging digital marketing strategies and survival amplifying one personal brand. Leveraging digital marketing on social media is essential to amplify your brand. If you have a restaurant or if you have any kind of business type platform, I don't care if you sell cars. I know there's a lot of guys are putting in a lot of content to sell cars, to invite people that's nearby to their dealership. There's a lot of restaurant owners utilizing the power of social media, and let's include YouTube and TikTok, to invite customers, potential customers, to their place of business. Okay, I can type up anything on search on Facebook, and I will find something on there relating to business. That easy. So you definitely want to build a presence in the marketplace about yourself or your company. Or let's say you work for a company, but hey, you still got to brand yourself. Even though you may be a salesperson out of 5 other salesmen, you want to set yourself apart market-wise from the rest of your competition. I don't care if there's 30 on the call center. You want to set yourself apart. What makes you better, or why should I do business with you? What did you have for me to want to make me interested in coming by to see you? That's the part that the most, and that's essential to market. You want to set yourself apart from your competitors. You want to do that. You want to, and that's very important for setting up the foundation. I have published my first 3 books in 2006 and in 2008. Fast forward now, 2024, I've done to publish altogether 17 books between my wife and I. Why? Because technology changed, okay? And the source that you can use to publish has changed also, which makes it a lot easier to publish your brand, to publish your book. And your book is the brand that represents you. Just like I wear this hat a lot. That's my part of my brand. If I wear my Air Force, that's a part of my brand. If I say, introduce myself, this is Reverend Dr. Antonio Arnold, a.k.a. Beast Mode Airborne, that's part of my brand. You have your own brand. But you definitely want to read this book about the setting up your foundation. The other thing you want to do is set goals. What are your goals for the first year? What are your goals for the next 5 years in your business, okay? Do you have a business plan? Do you have a marketing plan? Okay? Do you have a breakdown of your cost, potential cost? You want to do also an assessment of either your digital area, how do people perceive your brand or perceive you, or if there's a need for the type of products that you're providing, whether it be insurance, whether it be automobiles, whether it be anything. There's always someone need lights. There's always somebody need clothes. There's always someone needs food. There's always, you look up to see, like my wife said, you want to solve a problem. You want to solve a problem. What are your competition? Do the assessment of your area, of your competitors, whether it be online or physical. But here's the thing, understanding cash flow. You want to know how I'm financing. See, my wife talk about finance, and here I am, the basic business of finance. She talk about make sure you have a balance of your checkbook and insight with the 30, 40, 50 rule to a 20, 30, 50 rule. And it was very good. It gives you an idea how to balance your books so you won't go overstretch your what? You don't want to overstretch your ability to pay your bills. You don't want to overstretch your finances. If your budget is this amount, that's where you stay. If you got a budget that say, okay, I need $200 for the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks to the next payday so I can drive to work, guess what? That's your budget. You can't go out and say, well, I'm going to go, and you got enough fuel to go to work. And you might drive up to D.C., you might drive up to Charlottesville, you might drive to Fayetteville, I don't know. every day. But you need a budget and limitation what you can do. While you're on your way to work, you go straight to work and you come back home. If you come on during the payday week, you come back home, or you go while you're coming back on your way home, you stop by the gas station, top off your gas, stop by and get some groceries, and you head straight home. It didn't say go out to brother, sister house, hang out, party, and all that stuff, because you're going to end up stepping out of your budget. And there's a time for a place for all that too, and that her book will cover that. But mine's for the business side. I talk about the business finances, critical foundation, entrepreneurs, manager, and business owner seeking to build sustainable, profitable enterprises. Understanding the fundamentals of business finance empower individuals to make informed decisions regarding capital allocations, budgeting, and investment strategies. That's in this book. Okay? Having a solid grasp of financial principles not only enhance operation efficiency, I'm talking about your business now, but also contribute to the long-term growth and stability in an increasing competitive marketplace where digital marketing and e-commerce strategies dominate, and eligibility to manage finances effectively can distinguish the successful entrepreneurs from those who are struggling. I'm here to tell you, let me ask you something. Does Amazon have a storefront property? Can somebody answer that question for me? Does Amazon have a storefront property? I'm going to answer it for you. No, they don't. They only have is the warehouse to do what? Distribution. Distribution of products and services for customers that go have to shop online. And they started off as a bookstore. So Amazon said, hey, let's focus on e-commerce. No storefront. Just e-commerce. Guess what? They're a billion-dollar company. And the owner is a billionaire. And they're constantly having products being shipped and distributed all over the world. You may order something that comes from China. You may order something from Germany, something from New Mexico, something else from New York, something from right here in Dinwiddie County. You don't know. My books are on Amazon, every last one of them. So guess what? I don't have to worry about the cost of storage. I don't have to worry about the cost of warehousing, because everything is e-commerce. And e-commerce is the way to go in the 21st century, guys. It's good to have a storefront here and there because we want to feel it, touch it, put it on, try it on, see if it works, try the hat on, does it fit, or we just order it outright. Either way is a win-win situation. But however, when it comes to e-commerce, you don't have to store inventory. You just have it available. It ships out. And guess what? Your customer received their order, and they're just as happy as a jaybird. And you're also creating jobs because the individuals who are working in the warehouse, distributing products, working through those through the site, they're doing their thing. They're providing jobs for them. And those who are distributing, who are shipping from one state to another or to the person's home, that's also part of distribution. That creates jobs as well. So I'm here to tell you guys, there's money to be made if you want it. And on the business aspect, other thing I talk about in this book, I'm just going to go to the table of content. Personal branding, I already said. An entrepreneur mindset. Mindset is everything. As the Bible teaches us, and I'm going to be spiritual on that one, as a man thinks, so is he. So as you think in your mind, you are that person. Now, if you think of yourself as an entrepreneur, you're going to conduct yourself as an entrepreneur. If you're saying, hey, I'm a multi-millionaire, then you're going to walk and observe things as a millionaire. You're going to look at other millionaires. You're going to take notes from millionaires. You're going to learn from millionaires. And you're going to conduct yourself as if, not saying you are, because that's what faith comes in. Faith is a substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen, but you have what? You think in yourself as that individual, or as you could think of yourself as a district manager. You could think of yourself as a plumber. You could think of yourself as a chef. But guess what? You go to culinary school and you learn the skills and you perfect those skills, and guess what? You are done. People are looking for you. Restaurants are looking for you. You can open your own restaurant and do whatever culinary creation that you have, God has given you to create. Let's go with creation. That talk about creativity. Okay, all that stuff comes together. But this is just, I'm talking from the entrepreneur point of view. But it starts with thinking. If your thinking is positive, you're going to reach your goal. You're going to work. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's never easy. It's going to be tough, but you can reach your goal when you make up your mind to do it. And when I made up my mind that I was going to earn my bachelor's degree, it was done. Made the dean's list twice, graduated on time within 2 years, and I was happy. Went to graduate school, finished within 1 year, the first one. Then worked on my other degree, got that the year later, and took me about 2 years, to finish my third master's. Plus, I'm already got credentials already lined up, already done. So you can do it. It's all about your mind. Let's talk about something else. Financial literacy for business owners. You definitely want to educate yourself. You want to take some accounting class. You want to get yourself, have a full understanding of those flow charts. Or those when your company's budgeting, you want to definitely look at that. You want to make sure your profit and your profit margins are within the black and not in the red. Okay, you want to make sure your profit margins are good. You don't want to go over budget, but you don't want under budget where people don't see you, because you got to have a budget just for marketing and advertising. And if you're using e-commerce, you definitely want to capitalize on services that will help you get there. Now, Facebook has their own way to help people market their products. I utilize it. YouTube, TikTok, the same thing. But everything comes with a cost, which offers no guarantee of return. But when you do get a return of your investment, that's a great thing. Profit margin is profit. And you definitely want to get your product out there. It's like this bottle of water right here. I'm going to cover the label. Like this bottle right here. I mean, it's out there. I mean, people see it all the time. It's like there's so many different brands. I mean, and that's what people are going to buy water, because what? They get thirsty. But you want to put it out there. That's all these commercials you see. McDonald's doing their thing. Burger King, furniture stores doing their things. All marketing. Social entrepreneurship. E-commerce strategies for wealth building. I already covered that a little bit. You'll find the rest in your book, in my book, okay? Digital marketing automation. I'm already using like that. And so if you see something posted on that I may not have posted, I just said on all I got stuff set up to post automatically just about every day. Every day. Why? Because there's a type of number of people I'm trying to reach. I may not reach you, but I'll reach someone else. And the reason I can tell that, because over 488 people have ordered, textbooks that I have published on Amazon. They have downloaded the book. 168 ordered physical books. So I'm apparently doing something that's working, okay? Does it happen every day? Of course not. But you work on it right now, it's going to eventually build, because once your brand is known, people are definitely wanting to do business with you, okay? Risk management strategy for startups. Definitely I encourage you to read that, because in any type of business, there's always some risk. And you want to keep your risk to a minimum. But you got to be willing to be a risk taker too. My wife and I have tried and done a lot of things. Some things worked out, some things didn't work out so well. That's the risk of doing business, okay? If you're a type of person that saying, I don't want to take risks, then business is not for you. Continue on something that is maybe more secure and safe for you, like working a job. But even a job is not guaranteed either, because any given time, if the risk and cost that entrepreneur too much, they'll cut back on their number of stores, what they're doing now. And guess what? You laid off from a job, and you have to start all over again, depending on your skills, all right, or lack of skills. If you don't have the skills, to maintain a certain income level, then guess what? You just lost a lot. And then you got to start all over. And then you're looking at, oh, Lord, I got more cost on me than profit to pay my bills. And you don't want to be in a situation like that. Artificial intelligence power business solution. It is the power. It is the power to the business solution. It is the solution. I know. I took the class. Definitely want to read that. Digital marketing automation, risk management strategy, which I already told, coaching and mentorship. Let's talk about that. Every manager is a coach. Every director is a coach. Whatever career you're in, you want to get set up with a good mentor to guide you, train you, advise you to your way to success. Everyone needs a good mentor. If you don't have a mentor, you're like a misguided missile. You're going here way and you have no direction. A mentor is a key to your success. Every company has a mentorship program. Every nonprofit organization, excuse me, I'm scratching my eyes a little itching. Every nonprofit organization has a mentorship program for youth. Okay, every church organization has some type of mentorship program for you or for those who are called to ministry. If you are called to ministry and you don't have a mentor, then you may want to, and they don't provide mentorship, then you may want to look at somewhere, another location for where you can receive mentorship. That's essential. Mentorship is the key. And if you don't have mentorship, it's kind of hard. I mean, I have some of my best mentors. I had some of the best mentors in my career, coming up, that have guided me, who held me accountable too now, don't get me wrong, who held me accountable. So a lot of them, you come part of your life, they guide you through, and they send you on your way to fly like an eagle. And the rest is up to you. You'll probably never see them again. So you definitely want to be connected with someone who is going to help you towards the direction of success. Okay, you want that. All right, and that's what this book covers. What else? Building personal brand online. You definitely do that. I'm all over the place. You type in my name, boom. If you're not comfortable with creating a brand with yourself being the brand, then you go. There's products out there where you can create a brand without your face being shown, but you still got to build your brand somehow. Okay, even with one-on-one with people and people looking to trust. You got to have a brand that people can trust. Without that, you have nothing. I have my book, but here's the thing: it's in Amazon, and many people trust Amazon. You can do your transaction. I don't have to worry about a credit card. I don't have to worry about, shipping, because they do the shipping for me. Of course, they got their fees and whatnot, and they take off their profit, my profits, but that's fine. But you want to have things where it's automated. It makes it easier for you. Or if you want to do it yourself, where you can hand make it yourself, then you got to look at where your cost of, okay, how much it will cost me to ship. Then you got to make sure you have a scale. And then make sure your stuff is within profitable, where, okay, you go to UPS or U.S. Postal Service, how much it will cost to ship this product to this location based on the zip code. And I experienced that my wife and I experienced that together when we were selling a number of products. Even with, I was selling with Marketplace. I have people who from as far California, far south as Alabama, all over the place, and I have to make sure that the shipping cost is right, okay? And they're willing to pay for that shipping cost. But if they're not, then it's not going anywhere. So you want to weigh those that way. You want to make sure you don't lose. You make a quote. You don't give a quote until you weigh the product and you know how much it weighs and where it's going and how much it's going to cost. And then you want to make sure, just for the cost of driving to the post office to get it delivered for the delivery, you got to weigh that cost too. Okay? So, and the future of entrepreneurship, You definitely want to read that if you're. I mean, this book right here. All I'm gonna say is, this book is for entrepreneurs. If you're a rising entrepreneur, who take it from someone who's been there, done that. I have open stores, not just my own store. I have open car dealerships and random by myself. Okay, for conglomerates, because that's how much they trust me to do the job. And if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. That's just how the risk of doing business. Because you want to look at, you have to keep in mind locations. You know, if it's a prime location for the market. If it's not a prime location, then we may have to look at moving to another location. I mean, I have worked for companies that sold used cars. I have worked for companies that were innovators. They were still selling American-made cars. I'm not going to give it any names. And they said, hey, this location not so good. We're going to move to this location. And then a few years later, they closed that location and had to downsize their organization to 1 or 2 locations instead of 5. It's just how industry works. I mean, a lot of companies are downsizing. They are reducing the number of stores and reducing the number of restaurants. That affects you as not just as the consumer, but as the one who's maintaining employment. So I say, if you're a millionaire mindset individual or a entrepreneurship individual, get this book. It gives you some insight. It can help you. I've been there, done that, guys. I'm fully retired. I've retired pretty well. I've done my time in the service. I've done my time as an entrepreneur and in ministry. So I've done quite a bit, and I still haven't listed everything I've done. But I want to tell you guys, it's all up to you. My wife and I wrote these books. There's plenty more out there. We got over 17. I mean, if you want some insight from her book, good food, and a couple of topics that I just mentioned, you want to get this book. But if you want for our entrepreneur side, get this book. Both books are good. You're getting food from this one, or you're getting food from this one to build a business. You want to build something nice? Both books are good. I mean, that's just my opinion. And of course, I have other books. I got dozens of books. I mean, this book is good too. The Fall of Satan. Satan never won. So, you want to know who he is? I mean, that's just one. If you're a veteran, I helped a lot of folks get 100%, 50%, 40%. I have helped quite a few people. I have worked. And this book right here just is a self-made book where you can do it yourself. Okay? All you have to do is follow the instruction. There's no other book like it. Because everybody got a book just want to get you in the door, and they charge you a fee. So before you go to them, get this book. Okay? Been there, done that. And of course, never forget, we are living in the finished work of Christ. I'm just going to show you that. That was just it. But anyway, guys, I just want to show you these 2 innovating books. I was reading my wife's book. I got excited. I got excited about the food, but I really got excited about a lot of her integrated mindset. A lot of her stuff is mindset driven, and so is mine. A lot of my books are mindset driven. You definitely want to take into consideration. Education is very important, guys. A lot of things my wife has shared in her book, her integrated book, is good information. I mean, it talks about your social life. Social life is everything. People who you associate with, very important. You always want to be surrounded people who are of the know. The smarter the person, you want to be around them, because you can always feed from what they know. Okay, there's always somebody going to feed from what you know. So you definitely want to put yourself empowered to be around like-minded individuals who are out to take initiative and make things happen. Don't be around people who are not about making things happen. Don't be around people who have no drive. Don't be around people who are a bunch of crabs. You want to be around people who are innovators. And matter of fact, I have written a book about inventions and innovators. That is an awesome book. Let me see if I have it right here. I thought I have a hard copy. Yeah. Nope. Nope. I know I got it in here. It's not that important. I'll show you now. I already talked about it. But there's a book I have published already about innovators. And these innovators were slaves, former slaves. A lot of them were slaves and former slaves, or descendants of slaves in the United States who made some significant innovations, and they should be your example. They should be your example. I mean, they have changed the world, how we live, because of those innovations. The air conditioning in your home, refrigerator boxes that transport food and keep food cold so it doesn't spoil or ferment before they arrive in the market. That's innovation, guys. You want to get your hands on the book. Your traffic light, and your railroad cars, being nice and cool, and the airlines being nice and cool, are from innovators, which I have shared my book about. Okay, you definitely want to do that. Concept of the integrated health coaching. My wife is on the ball. I'm so happy to be married to her, and I'm here to tell you guys, there's nothing like being married to a wife who's an innovator. But definitely, you want to be the innovator. Bring out the innovator in you, and you're all who you hang out with. Relationship is key. Keep and relationship what you want to let go. Again, creativity, finance, career, education. I cannot put enough emphasis on education. You look on my wall, there's enough certification, certificates everywhere. I have gotten what I want out of the deal. I have gotten some skills that I'm still utilizing right now. You want to get that training. And if college is not for everybody, but I'm telling you what, there's trade school, there's cook school, there's always something out there. Go get what you need, get the skills what you need for success, guys, and take care of your health at the same time. So that's pretty much all I want to share with you guys tonight. I'm not going to be on too long. It's 46 minutes and 6 seconds and counting. Get these books, guys. These books are powerful. All right? Get these books. Take a look at them. Try it out. All right? Go to Amazon and click, take a peek. Maybe see what it's all about. Anyway, guys, I got to go. I got to get up early in the morning. Got things to do. Anyway, this is Reverend Dr. Antonio Arnold, a.k.a. Beast Mode, Airborne, signing off. You all have a great night and a great day. Airborne out.